Meanwhile, search efforts continue in Lee County today for the fourth passenger inside the SUV that crashed into Town Creek over the weekend. Our Jory Talley is joining us in the studio now with more on today's search efforts and what's coming next. Jory.
Andrea, 24-year-old Amber Smith is the only passenger whose body hasn't been found from the deadly crash. This morning's 5 to 6 mile search started on County Road 520 and wrapped up under a southbound lane bridge on Highway 45.
A road trip that started in Illinois with plans to end up in Florida took a deadly turn in Mississippi. The older model Tahoe was thrown in between two bridges, and Lee County Sheriff Jim Johnson says the depth from the bridge to the water was like hitting concrete.
You could actually see on the railing of the bridge where the vehicle slid along the railing for quite some time, teetering which way it was going to go, back on the road or go over the bridge. But, with the force and the speed variable and the weight factor, the centrifugal force took it over.
Once they identified 30-year-old Sean Haygood, 25-year-old Heather Urin, and 29-year-old Terrence Wedge Jr., their investigations led them to a fourth passenger.
They found this identification in the vehicle of this fourth person. When we contacted the police department and ran the information, it showed that they had been reported missing. And according to family members and people that knew them, they were all in the car together at 10 or 10:30 on Friday morning, leaving on this trip.
From their starting point, it takes about 9 to 11 hours to get to where they crashed, leaving the sheriff to believe it happened between midnight and 6 a.m. on Saturday. Johnson says they're hoping the black box recovered from the SUV will give them the information they're looking for.
If we can get the exact time that they went over the bridge, calculate that with when we had the rain that would have raised the water, then we may can come up with some definite answer of the body should float at this particular point in the search or whatever. So, all this is critical whenever you're dealing with the unknown.
The terrain where they're searching is another challenge.
Do an overland search, you're searching in the water, searching the banks, so just the vegetation on the side of the banks, they're going along in water just ankle deep, and next thing you know it's 5 or 10 foot deep, so they're paddling. Next minute they're trying to push the boat along in some real shallow water. It's just the challenge of the actual terrain itself.
Johnson believes they'll find Smith at some point in time and will do whatever it takes to locate her body. The Tupelo Fire Department and Rescue Team, the Lee County Sheriff's Department, Mississippi Wildlife and Fisheries, along with several other agencies are helping with the search. Andrea?